Hey guys, JB here, excited. Thanks for coming to the channel. This is a little different. We're gonna be doing a Ice Barrel 500 review and a Warrior Willpower Cooler heater that I have as I'm getting addicted to this wonderful world of cold plunging. I'm gonna go through some of the benefits of this. The thing that I really like about it is it's heavily insulated. You can see that I have this huge lid. I didn't purchase this stuff. None of this has come to me for review. It's very thick, it's very insulated, and I'm 5'9", right? So basically, what I did is I put the Ice Barrel 500 in here, and then I added some extra tubing where I put an extra filter in, some insulations, 2 shutoffs, so that way I can clean the filter out if something does get in here, and that leads me into the Warrior Willpower cooler heater that I'm using to keep this around 48 degrees is typically where I'm at. I like it about 48 degrees. I usually go in the sauna first to 190 and then I come in here. The thing I like about it is insulated. It does keep this pretty cold, keeps it right at that temperature. I'm probably about 80, 85 degrees here in Indiana. We're at the retreat center, kind of see out here on a lake. I got the gym in the back. I'll do reviews of all that over on my vlog channel. I'll leave links down below, as well as links to these devices. I don't have an affiliate link for Ice Barrel 500, but I do for the Warrior Willpower, which we'll talk about in a minute. Now, as somebody that's 5'9", I'm going to go ahead and take my shirt off here. I got my microphone here, and I'm going to go ahead and get in. And typically what I do is I have a timer over here, have my Apple Play or my Apple Music up here so I can listen to music, have my Sorona chemicals that I use for this and also for the jacuzzi that's up there. But I have a little timer here, and I set this timer, and I set it for 3:22 because typically I'm in here for 3 minutes. So basically, we have these steps, okay? So when we come in here, the steps actually work out really well at that. This just works. And as you can see in this other video, when I'm getting in here, typically the water's running a little bit. And as you can see, I'm standing on this step right now. So in order to get in and out of here, it works for me pretty good. I got to step up and out. You see that a little bit? There is a little bit of a step. You can see I'm 5'9", so there is a little bit of step. It is cold in there, I can tell you, but a little bit of a step to get out. But it is pretty comfortable getting in and out. I do like the built-in steps. It's extra insulation in there. This thing is built like a tank. It's not going anywhere. It's stable. It's not moving. And so typically when I come in the mornings, I got my timer set, I come in, and then I come in, stand on the step. As you can see, I am on the step right now. Now when I get in, do a little bit of breathing, and then I come in and I sit. Okay, now you can see it's about waist level. I keep the water just below the intake because that's about perfect for displacement. And when I do go down into the cold water, I am now at my shoulder level. Now what I like is when I bend down just a little bit, I'm at my vagus nerve, and I'm sitting here pretty comfortably at 5'9". I do have to slide my butt a little forward. If you're bigger, I could see that being an issue for somebody. If you like to dip, you have to turn to the side, and then I can dip. And I can dip, and I can get underneath the water pretty easily there. There's plenty of space. I know some people have complained about the step, that they would like the step to not be here. But to me, it actually works out really well. It's very comfortable. I'm in love with this thing. I just love it. It works real well. Now, as I come out, again, I've got to step over, and that becomes a little bit of an issue, but it's pretty easy to get in and out. When I have 2 hands and not 1 hand on the microphone, it works a lot easier. Now, over here is the Warrior Willpower my cooler heater. Now the reason I have this is because it's got a filter system, it's got a UV light. I decided to go with this system because it was all built in. About $1,800 with our discount. You can get down below. There was an issue with the fans. I had to readjust them and take it apart. They did say they're fixing that. I haven't had any good or bad reports on it for me. I keep it about 48 to 45. 48 is where I usually keep it. And it turns on, turns right off. This is 1 horsepower. It's overkill for this. A lot of people are using a 1/4 horsepower. I got a 1 horsepower heater cooler, and literally I turn it on in 15 minutes. It's down because this holds the temperature so good. It's overkill. They do have a horsepower, half horsepower unit that I think would work fine. But I wanted something that when I get up in the morning and go for my run, that I would be able to just make this work, you know, and just turn it on. And I turn it on literally for 15, 20 minutes a day. That's it. It does warm up in here. That's where I get the heat, is in the actual unit. And that unit is where some of the heat actually is the issue, is that once the cold water comes out of here, it goes in there. This thing is just a beast. I mean, it just keeps the cold water. Again, one of the things I'd tell you is we're using Sorona Spa Care. It's a little bit expensive, but you don't have to use much. It's basically hydroperoxide and some sanitizer. I don't have a lot of people here, but I do have some people come over. I have athletes I coach and other people that I coach that fly in to the retreat center here. And so I do like to keep this clean, and I like the water to be about perfect. And I also have that out in the jacuzzi. So I'm using the same kind of spa care. Also, when I do fill it up, I do use an RV charcoal filter. That's what this is here. Again, I'll put some of the links down below to these items. Why do I do this? Because I love the mental aspect of it. For me, the physical benefits are huge. At 55, I go out for a run, I go in the sauna, I come here every day. I'm basically using this pretty much 2 times a day. I like to do the opposite in the afternoons, or in the mornings. I like to get up and do the sauna, go for a run, work out, hit the gym, go for a run, hit the sauna, and then come in here. Wakes me up. And then at night, I like to do the opposite. I'll go in the jacuzzi, and then I'll get in here a lot of times and then take a hot shower, because I like that heat to really calm me down before bed. And my sleep is improving, my HRV is improving. But again, you can look at all the benefits on the internet. But for me, the major benefits is the mental health. I just feel so much better mentally when I'm cold dipping. I don't know. There's this sense of just feeling just well, like just the dopamine hit's unbelievable. I started off with cold showers, went to the $120 Amazon tub, and now went all in. Again, all in on this is right around $4,000, $1,800 for that, about $1,500 of that, some accessories. But for something I use daily, I'm in love with it. I mean, it's a great barrel. Again, a couple things. Did have a little bit of a shipping delay on it. I know it's a small company. I'm not affiliated with them, but they did get it to me within 4 weeks is about what it took. The actual chiller cooler came a little bit quicker. That was in about, that chiller cooler came in about 2 weeks. So any questions, I'll put the links down below, and you can check out. I know there's a lot of people, David Mouse, I believe, who I watched on YouTube, does a great job of reviewing a lot of these tubs, and he has some links to that. But the Warrior Willpower, I do have a link down below, and you can get a discount on that, and would love to hear what you're using for your cold dips, and if you're into this, because I'm loving it. I really am. It's just added so much joy to my life and so much energy, and I'm excited about it. So any questions, let me know. Again, I'll be putting more of this type of health stuff on my vlog. I'll share with I ran a 20 minute and 30 second 5K the other day. I'm starting to get my times down. I've got a couple other channels because I'm just doing reviews and tech here. So make sure you check those out in the link down below too. All right, I love you. Hey, go have a great one. Until the next video. Hey, have some fun. And what is your thoughts on cold dipping? I'd love to hear down below.